Help Our Potential Evolve, or HOPE, is a nonprofit organization whose mission is connecting the community with resources and help youth achieve goals in education, careers, and service. And on March 5th, HOPE will hold an event celebrating Black History Month combined with its annual award ceremony. Here to tell us more about this special event is Stella Robinette, and former Dobyns-Bennett Indian, NFL great, and now head coach of the David Crockett Pioneers, Gerald Sensabaugh. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
This is going to be a big event.
Big event.
Tell us what's going to be happening there.
Well, Gerald is our guest speaker this year, and he's going to be motivating our youth and telling his story and letting them know that, there is hope, so they don't have to stay where they're at. They just need to work hard and be accountable and be able to meet their goals.
And Gerald, it sounds like she's written your speech for you.
I don't write any speeches. It all comes from the heart.
It all comes from the heart.
Yes,
I like
sir.
to hear that. Tell me about what message you're hoping you're going to bring for hope to these children.
The overall message is for kids to really understand that they have potential to be whatever they want to be in life. And I want to share that through my story. And a lot of times it takes some of the adults or people in the community to help you out to realize what your potential can be, what your potential is, and then it's up to the kid to fully live out their potential. And there's a lot of steps along the way. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of highs and lows. But as long as you stick to your goals and stick to whatever you're trying to accomplish, it can be reached.
And still, how important it is to have a role model like Gerald to be able to speak to these young people?
It is huge, and we always try to make sure that we use someone in our community that is a great role model for these youth. A lot of them don't even know how many people have came from poverty and built up in our community. So we try to reach out to those people to let these kids know that, if you stay in school, work hard, go to higher ed, that you can make it. And it's not so much higher ed, they can go into a trade, but they gotta be able to work hard at it and be as great as they can be.
And you had a goal. I mean, when you were Dobyns-Bennett, you had a goal. You knew where you wanted to be, and you worked hard at it and got there. Is that something that you really just want to drive home to children, that the goals are so very important?
Yeah, that's it. And the goals start simple. I came from a low-income family. And my number one goal is, once I had a couple coaches at Dobyns-Bennett, they basically told me that I had potential to be better than what I was doing at the time. And from that day on, my number one goal was to get to college. And I knew the only way to get there was if I could find an athletic scholarship. And I had to work hard in the classroom as well. And that was a big challenge as well. But, once you find that you have this potential, you can use that potential to grow. And
that word potential is so powerful.
It is.
It really is. And I know that when you all were sitting down and you looked at the word hope and potential was in there, that just got to stir your heart when you think about that.
It does. Because I think every person has potential. Whether they use it and try to push to their goals is one thing. So what we're trying to do is show these youth, you got to be able to push through whatever barriers it is at home, and you can make it. You can be successful. You can do whatever you want to do. So that's why we have mentors for our youth too as well. And we're trying to show them in the future what life can be. That's why we do so many things with our youth, to actually show them, and they actually get to see everything how their future could be. Yeah.
Talk to us about this event. Are tickets still available? How can folks get involved?
There's no tickets. It's free to the public. We do it every year. This is our way of kind of giving back to the community too as well. But one thing we want to get out of this program this year is pulling the youth in, especially our males, because I feel like 11 to 19, that's who we try to gear into our program. I think they need to hear this. And now Gerald has joined our family in Hope, so I think that's going to help with the male aspect of it.
Hope, such a strong word. Potential, such a strong word.
Yes.
You put those together, you can't go wrong.
Exactly.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Stella, Gerald, thank you all so much for coming by today. We got some information right here on the screen for you. It is the Hope Black History and Awards program coming up March 5th, 3 p.m. at the Renaissance Center. Very beautiful venue there in Kingsport. We want you to get involved today.